Hyperbolic tapering is just called hyperbolic tapering because that's the shape of the curve that shows when we plot dose against biological effect. It's not the dose as such we want to reduce gradually. It's what that dose does. Most of the effect of the drug is in a very small portion of the dose, and that's what's illustrated in these curves. You can see it increase rapidly in the beginning and then it kind of plateaus. So the difference between taking nothing and a tiny dose of something is huge, whereas the difference between taking a tiny dose and a little bit more is less. So it kind of tapers off. And when we taper the drug, when we reduce it, we go the other way around. So we go to the left on these curves. So the idea is to understand that there is a saturation point as to how much we can affect the receptors, where if you add more drug, there's no difference because the body is already saturated. In the context of tapering, that part of the dose that has no effect, obviously we can remove without causing withdrawal. You can be 100% sure that if you taper, there will be a reduction that even though that reduction wasn't bigger than the previous one, it'll suddenly hit harder because you got under that plateau. But we don't know exactly when it is, so people will hit that at different doses. And that's what I meant. It's simple in theory. It can be very, very complicated to navigate in practice because you need small doses and you need them to be extremely precise at the lower end.
Yeah.
But the overall principle is really just we want to follow that curve all the way down to zero. And that means sometimes bigger reduction in the beginning. Then there will be a point when you need to slow down, with slowing down meaning doing smaller steps.